The film opens with text recapping the downfall of humanity after the spread of a virus that led to the rise of the apes. The scene then switched to Caesar's funeral, with his whole ape clan mourning the death of their brave leader. They'd placed flowers on his head before setting him ablaze. They all demonstrate their last respect for their fallen leader. Many generations later, three young apes, No, Suna, and Anaya, explore the jungle as they go out looking for eagle eggs for a bonding ritual, as eagles are significant in their clan because they help them with tasks like catching fish. They are able to spot an eagle's nest. Unfortunately, it is just 3 eggs left in the nest, and their law demands them to always keep an egg for the mother eagle. Noah decides to sacrifice as his friends are older than him. After Suna and Anaya get their eggs, Noah spots another eagle and begins climbing to the highest nest in search of an egg. His friends tried to stop him, but Noah was determined. He reaches out for the egg, but just as he manages to grab one, the mother eagle swipes at him hard, which causes him to fall. His friends go after him, but Noah is lucky enough to survive as he holds on to an old swinging building before he could fall to his death. However, as the 3 start making their way down, Noah notices that his blanket is missing from his horse. Then they see a human outsider, known to the apes as Echoes, running around. The apes chase after the human, but she abandons the blanket and runs down a dark tunnel. The 3 return to their village, where Noah's father, Koro, is the chief, and they also live with his mother, Dar. Noah talks to Koro about the upcoming ritual for the next day, but also warns him about going beyond the valley after catching the human scent coming from his blanket. He holds a meeting with his elders and they decide to discard the blanket. Later that night, while Noah is going on his normal business, he overhears a noise and decides to discover the mystery. Just then he finds the same human woman from earlier. She hits him hard in his chest and then runs away before Noah can get to her. Just then, Noah realizes that she broke the egg for the ritual which he was keeping in his sack. He is worried because the bonding begins by sunrise, although Suna and Anaya are willing to postpone their rituals and wait another season alongside Noah's. He refuses to let them do that and decides to go out to find a replacement egg. On his way to look for the egg, he notices that something isn't right, so he tries to discover what the problem is. Just then, Noah finds deceased apes, alongside an ape from his clan in his dying breath. He comes to warn Noah after having been stabbed in his back. Noah is terrified and then quickly hides as a group of masked apes arrive. They scouted the area and then figured it could be Echoes who did that damage. Just then they find Noah's horse, so they smack it so it can run back and lead them to the village. Noah is scared and runs after them on foot. Unfortunately, when Noah returns, the whole village is on fire and the masked apes are capturing the members of Noah's clan while beating them up. They kept on shouting for Caesar as they destroyed the whole village. Dar, Suna, and Anaya are captured. Dar tells Noah to go save his father Koro before they can get to him. Noah rushes out to go save Koro. Koro instructs him to release all the eagles, but then he is found by the general named of the masked apes, who is a gorilla by the name Silva. Koro's eagle flies away, and Noah tries to defend his father from the almighty Silva. But Silva is too powerful for him. Koro fights back, but Silva overpowers them both. He sends Noah falling from the tower just before he kills his father. Meanwhile, in the morning, Noah finds himself alone amidst the ruins of his home. He walks until he finds Koro's body and gives him a burial. He then sets forth to try and find his clan. Koro's eagle reappears, but when Noah attempts to bond with it, the evil claws his arm. He continues to travel and rest when necessary, but Noah ends up falling through a glass ceiling and into a trap. He cuts himself down, but then is met by an orangutan named Raka. He initially believes Noah is with the masked apes, but Noah explains the situation. Raka then says that he is burning the last ape of his clan before burning Noah with them. Raka explains that he is a follower of the real Caesar's beliefs, belonging to a group called the Order of Caesar that he is now the only member of. The masked apes follow a tyrannical ape calling himself Proxima Caesar, who has taken the ways of Caesar and corrupted them to his benefit. Raka also tells Noah about when humans and apes coexisted alongside one another, unlike now, and it is a belief Caesar held close. Raka joins Noah in his mission to locate his clan, and on their way, they run into the young woman again after they set up camp. Raka gives her food and convinces Noah to give her his mother's blanket for warmth, even though Noah does not trust her. Raka names her Nova after the human girl Caesar befriended. Later at night, Caesar comes upon an observatory and looks up at the stars through a telescope. The woman then looks through the telescope and reacts with similar astonishment as Noah. The following day, the lady joins No and Raka as they come upon a herd of zebra drinking from a lake. Suddenly, a group of humans emerge and also drink and bathe from the water. Then Proximus's apes arrive and start to round up the humans for sport. The woman hides in the grass while Raka tries to protect her and Silva goes hunting for her. No rides his horse to try and find both of them, but the woman yells out Noah's name and is rescued by him. With Raka's help, they outrun the villainous apes and make it to the shore. The lady then speaks and says her name is May, and she tells Noah that the apes are taking his clan to a bunker while she hopes to find other humans. Continuing their travels, the three come across a bridge, but Silva and his apes corner them. May falls into the river after another ape tries to grab her but swept away. May gets caught in a net as Raka tries to free her. He pulls her out but gets pulled down. When he tries to get back up, Silva has Noah and May captured before he approaches the net with a knife. Noah and May are taken to Proximus's settlement, which is right next to a giant vault that he has been trying and failing to open for some time. Noah reunites with Dar, Suma, and Anaya before being taken with May to meet Proximus. He has been taught by another human, Trevathan, who is willingly subservient to Proximus since he has accepted that humanity's reign over Earth is long gone. Proximus explains that he plans to evolve and learns the secrets of the vault, and he thinks Noah may be useful in his endeavors, while also warning him humans cannot be trusted. Outside, he speaks to Dar, who has come to accept her home is gone. Noah seems to have given up hope until he sees the necklace that Raka left him with, reminding him of Caesar's ways and convincing himself that Proximus's law is wrong. He bonds with his father's bird as he is now ready to do what is right later that night. Noah goes to find May and confronts her over what it is she wants. She tells him about how Proximus wiped out all her people and she is looking for something she says is like a book to help humans speak again. They team up with Suna and Anaya to destroy what is in the vault by getting it wet, so that it may be impractical for Proximus. In the process, they come across Trevathan, who sees them and tells them their attempts will be futile. He tells May that she has an opportunity, but instead, she still hopes for civilization. May tries to convince him to join them, but Trevathan has given up on humanity and is going to report to Proximus. So May chokes him to death and asks the apes to throw his body in the water. They continue with their plan as they plant explosives around the dam and find their way through a hidden entry that May knows about. Just as they are exploring inside, the apes find a book showing pictures of apes locked up in cages and zoos, while May, on the other hand, finds her book, which is a deciphering key inside the vault's machinery. They begin to make their way out of the vault until they are met by Proximus and his apes. One of his lieutenants, Proximus, is disappointed, and then orders one of his lieutenants, Lightning, to hold Suma at knife point. Proximus demands that May admit what her plan is. May takes out a gun she found in the vault and shoots Lightning in the chest, killing him. When Proximus sees this, he is amazed and then asks if there are more guns. May says he cannot have what is inside and proceeds to blow the dam, flooding the whole place. Proximus's apes are killed while the Eagle clan starts climbing their way up. Noah is chased by Silva, but he manages to squeeze his way through a gap that Silva is too big for, leaving the barbaric gorilla to drown. The apes make their way up to the top, but unfortunately Proximus finds them and begins to attack Noah for destroying his plans. He brutally beats him and wants to make him bow before killing him, but Noah begins to chant his father's songs to summon the eagles, leading the rest of the clan to join him as the eagles begin to attack Proximus, clawing and pecking at him. Darth Evil Deal then gives the final blow as the eagles pull Proximus over the ridge and send him descending to his watery grave. However, Noah, on the other hand, guides his clan back to their home, where they begin to rebuild. May finds them. She has come to bid Noah farewell. He tells her Proximus was right about one thing: humans will never give up until they claim everything to serve themselves. May admits that everything once belonged to humans, and she is trying to get humans back to reclaim their planet. But Noah questions where they will leave the apes. May arrives at a human base and is met by a woman named Karina. She gives her the deciphering key, which Karina brings to her team, and they use it to activate a network of satellites so that they may contact other human survivors. Meanwhile, Noah takes Suma to the observatory so she can look through the telescope up at the stars with him. Then the movie ends. If you enjoyed this video, please kindly subscribe.